And here we are at the Giro, with the beast, Morgado, is ready to crush the souls of Pogacar, of Vingegaard, of who else is here? Roglic, Yates, I don't know, Pedersen and Jakobsen maybe on the GC, maybe we'll crush him as well.
Pretty sure he will crush those two on the GC. Yeah, but this field is really stacked here at this Giro, so it's going to be a really hard task to win this. But we'll do our best. Yeah, hitting that Giro d'Italia. I think it's my favorite Grand Tour. Let's see how it goes. The crowd seems excited. As you can see, they were screaming for Vincenzo, and he's not even here. I think they meant Morgado or the Beast, but they did kind of mistaken. So, okay, so this is episode 17 of my career mode in PCM 2022 with just Portuguese riders, and we are going to try and win the Giro. It's obviously going to be really hard with this stacked field. Morgado doesn't have a great first day here, as you can see. He has a -1, so we'll do our best in this time trial to lose as don't lose a lot of time. Basically, if you can do as good as I know Silva here, lost 43 seconds, was our best rider. Maybe that's going to be okay. I think kind of exaggerated on the pace right out of the bat. A bit too much, maybe. A bit too much, Morgado. You should just save yourself for this tiny hill here. So you got this tiny hill, and then we go through the bridge, I think, and then we will go down and we'll try to sort of keep this pace until the final hill. And the best time is for Pcm.Agostinho, another decent, might be a GC guy as well. We are not sure. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, let's put 90 here on this hill, try to pace, and we don't want to extinguish that red bar there, otherwise we tend to slow down quite a lot. We want to save it to the end of this and just push it on the end, and we lose about a minute to Timon Harnsman and other GC favorites like Simon Yates, for instance. And who else is there? Arnaud Delis, not really a GC threat. So first stage is done. Let's just see how much time did you lose and how did the GC favorites do in this time trial. Okay, looking at the results, we got Simon Yates, who only lost 14 seconds, and he's certainly a guy that can fight for GC, depending on the form that he has. Pogacar only lost 19 seconds. That's what else we got here. Danny Martinez might be, we don't know. No, probably not with those stats. Got this Roglic guy. I think he's pretty good usually, but he's already 36 years old, so he's not going to be a threat, I don't think, at this point in his career. Who else do we have here? Vingegaard. I think I heard of this guy. 81.78, so he's definitely going to be a big GC threat as well. He lost 29 seconds. And who else do we have here? Looking at this real quick. Okay, no one seems to be. We got Nairo Quintana. Yeah, it's definitely not the GC threat at this point. Peter Silva was our best guy there, 44 seconds. He's obviously not going to fight for GC either. He'll mainly try to win a stage in a hilly sprint, maybe. In a sprint that has a lot of hills, maybe he can get something out of that kind of stage. So we got Bernal here. He lost 47 seconds, but his stats are really good as well. And who else we got? André Carvalho, second best guy. Not going to be fighting for GC, that's for sure. I'm not sure I missed any favorites. I was just trying to see who else is here. Thiago Antunes also beat the Beast. So the Beast didn't start too well. Lost 1 minute 6 seconds. Okay, it's just the first stage. No problem. No problem. And we're now in stage number 4. So stage 2, stage 3, sprinter stages. So nothing really important happened. I actually tried to form a train in stage 3 just to see if I could do well against the sprinters, and I ended up getting 12th place because we also have a very strong field of sprinters with I know guys like Philipson and DeLee and Merlier, all those kind of guys. And my best guy was actually Andre Carvalho in 12th place. So GC wise, nothing important happened. So I decided no point in showing you that stage. But this stage here has a bit of a punchy finale there. So we will certainly want to put the beast in a good position to try and at least not lose any more seconds, and maybe if we can win some seconds to somebody that has a bad day, that would be good as well. We see that he has a +3 today. The beast has a +3, so he is 84 mountains, 79 hills, 79 acceleration. So maybe he has a chance to be in a good position there at the end. And well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens there close to the end of the stage. That's where everything's going to be decided, I think. And you can see that Bernal is struggling here, 48 k's from the finish line, so he might lose some time here. Even if he gets back into the peloton, it's going to be hard for him um, to not lose time today, but I think he's going to lose quite a bit. I'm not sure what happened. He's probably just in pretty bad form. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see at the end how much time he loses here. And 12 k's to the finish line to Bernal, almost 13 k's, and he's way behind. So it's pretty much, I won't say completely out of the GC battle, but close to it, as the peloton's already 8 k's from the finish line. So we're going to start to form our train to get the beast in a good position. Let's see if we can do that, and if we can get a good result here. Probably not going to put all the guys in this train, just the main guys. The guys that are already cooked, I don't think there's much point in doing that. I mean, Silva still has enough energy to be in there, but Guerra, I don't think it makes any sense. He's pretty much cooked for the day. So obviously Morgado is going to be the last man today, and probably André Carvalho and Antunes and Pedro Silva better than Lima. Lima's pretty good on hills, but on mountain not that great. And so yeah, I think that mountain stat also counts here certainly. So let's try and see if Fernandes can put us in front there. Okay, 99 it has to be, because he is not that great, and not a great rider yet, except for mountain, where he is reasonable at 72, and with +5 that he has today, a bit better than that. So let's just confirm if everybody's on the train. We don't want anyone to miss out here. So we are only 4 k's away from the finish line. Might even try to attack here. Now think about it, we got a lot of guys here. As we turn right here, might as well go with Figueiredo and try to see if this guy stalls everybody behind. Okay, and we didn't really work that well, but one has to try and sort of cheat. It's almost something like that. And let's see. Let's jump for all these guys now. Got a ton of guys here. We're just gonna go with the Silva now. He has a weighted acceleration, so maybe he can do some damage here and catch some favorite off guard. And okay, what is going on? Not much is going on. So got a bit red bar. So we're now going to go with Antunes 1.5 Ks. And okay, so André Carvalho now has to go. I think we went a bit too early, and Morgado doesn't have much left in the tank. Should probably just try and follow one of these favorites. Maybe this Vingegaard guy or this Pogacar guy seems to be flying around here. As the beast goes on, maybe get a second place. Yeah, just put yourself ahead of Pidcock. And you're going to get a third place, maybe? Yeah, third place for Morgado in this fourth stage, so some bonus seconds. I'm not sure. Probably not. Don't see much gaps going. Yeah, probably no gaps, but at least we got those bonus seconds and a podium placing. Yeah, and actually Pogacar won 6 seconds to pretty much every one of the favorites except for Bernal here. I think he got 7 minutes, so it's a bit almost out of contention. Uh, there's still a few gaps here. Oh, Esteban Chavez also lost 2 minutes, I think, and Quintana, but yeah, they're kind of old by now. Youth Brooks is still not fully developed, still not really a GC threat, I would say. Not at the moment. Abner Gonzalez also not completely developed yet, so don't see any more resounding names. Okay, yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, so not big news except for Bernal. I think that's big news there. Bernal lost 7 minutes, so that's good for us. Top five now seems a bit better, a bit more achievable at least. We are now in stage 5, which is the first real test for the GC guys with the and at the Etna mountain, so a volcano if you prefer, and so real big test. And interestingly enough, the big favorite here is Morgado, which is pretty interesting. He is now actually 81 mountain. I don't think that was the case when we were about to start the Giro, so I don't think when he may be leveled up between the second and the third stage, I think, because I think the last stage he was already 81. So with 81, if he can actually reach a fitness peak and with that stamina there, yeah, he looks pretty good. So maybe the beast can still win the Giro. We'll have to wait and see. And we are about 18 km from the finish line, and we are starting the climb of Mount Etna. So the strategy is just going to be to protect Morgado, obviously, and some of our other riders as well, so as they can then protect Morgado when they are no longer, when the guys protecting Morgado is no longer fit. And yeah, guys are dropping really fast. Let's slow this down a bit, see what Morgado is doing, how he's doing. We should be a bit more ahead. As for no one is protecting him. I mean, Andrekrovic's still there, but he's almost done, and the other guys are a bit too far behind. So let's try and send them to the front if we can. If we can. Okay, let's see if Antunes can get ahead there. He's not great today. He is great today. What the hell am I doing? Talking about 78 mountain. That's pretty good for Antunes, who was only 71. And let's see if he can now go ahead and protect our guy, the beast. He is now, as we see, some favorites attacking. Let's see who is there. Vingegaard and Pogacar and Yates. Okay, I think that's kind of a move you really would want to be on. And I think we got to go because no one's going to chase this. No one's going to chase this. Whenever you see that the peloton is the group ahead, that means none of the favorites is behind and no one is going to do the chase. So we just have to Just have to close the gap ourselves, and we expended a lot of energy here, I think, and we are attacking again. And now we kind of have to. We're in a pretty bad position, and when we're in a bad position, you then have to waste a lot of energy to get back in front. And now somebody's chasing, so that's good. And let's just try to stay with this group, as we don't have much left in the tank. Just gel Morgado. And this first mountain stage, not looking that great. Got to pace this off a bit. Yeah, that attack really was. Gotta lower the effort, otherwise we're gonna get cooked before the finish line. Still 1k to go. Gotta pace this, try to get to those guys. 60 is the most we can go, and probably some of these guys that are following us are still going to attack, like Pidcock just did there. And no one else has any energy as this guy accelerates, and that's a good thing. I think we lost a little last time because of that. So this didn't really go well. And Bernal, after losing 7 minutes, it's second behind the Pog monster. And yeah, we got Chimposan, Coleone, Pitcock, and we are in 11th place. We're behind Quintana. Okay, Quintana, good for you. So let's just look at the results and see how much time we lost. I think about a minute and a half, something like. And as you can see, we lost 1 minute 27 seconds to Pogacar. So that's a real wake-up call. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a hard time beating Pogacar, just because we really don't have a team that can help Morgado and can protect him, and that doesn't allow him to be so well placed in the peloton. That was kind of what happened. We were not there in front when the attacks of the favorites happened. Then every favorite, basically all these guys that are here ahead of Morgado, pretty much all of those guys were in that front group. We had to close the gap. We had to expend a lot of energy doing that, and when we just didn't have enough to then stay with those guys. So yeah, last 1 minute 27. Nothing's decided, but it's not a great start for the first GC mountain stage, especially after we lost a lot of time also on that starting time trial. But yeah, again, let's go to the next stage, see if we can improve our standings, as we are now in 15th place, 2 minutes 36 behind Pogacar. So stage 6 is a stage that is really classified as a hilly stage, but it's really just a big hill there in the middle of the stage, and then we have the descent, and then it's completely flat there at the end. So this is the kind of stage that I think on the GC part nothing is really going to happen, but I think we got a chance for a stage win here with our guy Pedro Silva, who has a +4 today. He is 79 hills, 77 sprint, so I think we really got a good chance with him if he can stay ahead. If he can at least go a bit more in front, because it's really too far behind. So we'll have to see what we can do, and when that hill starts. It seems like the pace is a bit soft, so I'm going to try and put all my guys basically up front. Just the beast is going to stay here and protect Pedro Silva, and basically everybody else is going to go and try to put a hard pace here. That includes Lima as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens if we do this. I really want to take out those sprinters there. I don't want those guys to be fresh up this hill. That will be pretty bad for our chances to win the stage. And yeah, let's see what happens. And apparently Antunes and André Carvalho were able to get some separation on the peloton. So that's interesting. That was not really what I was aiming for. And they're just going to slow down here and wait for the peloton. We're not able to break the peloton, but hopefully we made those sprinters suffer and they'll have some difficulty here and getting back to full strength and with a lot of energy for the sprint. So that's probably what we're going to try and now do, is just to keep this pace high and see if we can then have a chance to win with Pedro Silva. And we are about 15 Ks to the finish line, so less actually now, 13. Still 4 guys up ahead, but they're gonna get caught, pretty sure about that. So we'll have to try and form our sprint train right here with the guys that we have left. Not a lot of guys because we went uh, crazy on that hill. So our guys are really uh, down on energy. So we'll have to see what we can do with the guys we have left. We still got André Carvalho in pretty good shape, as and Morgado, and obviously Pedro Silva. So let's see what we can do. We got a train formed, and we don't have a lot of energy in Lima, but he'll stay here as long as these guys don't go crazy and leave me too far behind, as that is now happening. There's a guy still attacking, but I don't think he's gonna go too far here. And Antonio's gonna have to go ahead and do his thing. And there's a faller. Rodriguez has fallen, so that's pretty much a favorite there. And we will not slow down, obviously. The race is launched. We didn't even stop if Pogacar went, obviously. As Figueiredo is going to, he's gonna have to slow down a bit because we are ahead, and there's still 5Ks to go. Okay, should have gel already for Morgado. So no one goes ahead, we'll stay like this until 4Ks, more or less. Okay, so now Morgado goes. Morgado goes ahead and accelerates next to the barriers. Nobody don't put your phone out, or Morgado might fall. Okay, so his gel is now kicking in. Let's see, no one is going. But we're gonna go now with Carvalho. Maybe Morgado can stall these guys a bit here. Maybe Antunes can now do the same. Everything goes, right? Everything goes. Try it and win the stage in the Giro. Okay, so André Carvalho now goes and accelerates, and gonna have to go to the Silva now, but we went too late, I would say. We're too late, and who wins? Jake Stewart. Okay, he's 73 hills, but that's a bit of a stretch. Okay. Jasper Philipsen gets third there. That's just a bit unrealistic, to be honest. If Sarver went crazy on that pace on a hill like that, 18Ks at an average of 4%, I don't think Jasper Philipsen would would be in that group. But okay, it is what it is. Next stage, we got a top 10, but yeah, that's about it. In terms of GC, one small change. Carlos Rodriguez lost 2 minutes 36 seconds, so we were able to move to 14th place with Morgado. Okay, next going to be stage 7 to Camillatello Silano, something like that. 212 Ks and another important GC day mountain stage. Doesn't really finish on the top of the mountain. We got a small descent there. But as you can see, Morgado is the third favorite. Let's try and see if we can honor that position at least. So long stage is just going to try and protect Morgado till the end and protect our second best guys to then see if they can try protect Morgado in that final mountain, and then we'll have to try and do a better job putting Morgado in a good position to just try and stay with those favorites when they all attack. Yeah, and just let's just try to survive and do our best, try to get the best result possible. And it seems like we have a +5 for Morgado. Really excited about this. Let's see what we can do with this +5. Also, pretty good for pretty much the whole team. Pedro Silva also a +4. He's 79 mountain today. And +5 for André Carvalho. +5 for Thiago Antunes. So looking really good draw for us. And let's see if we can try and get something going here. If we can move up a few spots in the GC and beat these guys with the beast. Beat Pog, Big Ving, Vinge. Okay, beat those guys. And we are about to start the climb of Valico di Montescuro. This is that final climb just before that descent there into the finish line. And the peloton has been going at it like crazy, trying to cut down the time on that break that has Ciccone, for instance. Yes, is 8 minutes down, but they don't care. They want to base this off. I think they want to see if Pogacar is going to win again. They're trying to do that. Have to wait and see, as Figueiredo is pretty much done. Let's see if Antunes can protect Pedro Silva a bit, so we can then protect the beasts. And we have to move a bit up ahead as they are going at it like crazy, as Ciccone is attacking up front, but I don't think that's going to work. They only have 1 minute and a half, something like that, and right now we got Morgado in a good position with a lot of energy, so let's just be aware of the attacks of the main favorites. Let's just try and keep ourselves in a good position, as André Carvalho is almost done, so we'll have to change this up and go with André Carvalho can rest and fall behind. And let's see who is attacking now. Champoussin, Van Aert, Veld, Colleoni. Okay, so not really the A favorites, so to say. But we gotta be aware of what's going on, as we are about 10 k's to the finish line. Okay. As Antunes is done, we're gonna have to go ahead and put Pedro Silva on Morgado, as we see another attack from Mauro Schmidt. Again, not really a favorite for the GC, as we see Pedro Silva doesn't have much left in the tank, and Morgado has to cut down a bit on his effort as well. We want to stay ahead, but we don't want to expend too much energy, I mean, as they are only 19 guys in this group, and we might just be I'm thinking if I should attack or not. We're gonna wait a bit more, see if the favorites attack, and then try to follow them. That seems a better idea, as I don't want to be the one expending energy. No one's going to attack, is that it? And the favorites, the break might actually win here, as no one seems too interested. It's now a new break, obviously. It's Champoussin and Van Aert. And Pogacar has the second place guy and doesn't really do anything. Okay, so we're gonna try to... Oh! Pogacar seems like he's done. No, he's not done. Seems like he was kind of struggling there. So we decide to attack and try to see if we could close the gap to those two guys there up front. And okay, let's just go 99 to that top of the climb. Try to see if we can, well, if we can get those maximum points. That don't really matter. We are not really worried with the climber's jersey, but we want to see if we can win time to all these guys. And it seems like we are now winning time to those guys, and we are just going to go 99 down through this final descent. We don't really care about the stage. If we can win the stage, that's also great, but because of bonus seconds and all, but we really want to give it all to just try to get as much time as we can on those favorites. We got to try and see if we can make this +5 work in our favor, as we already lost too much time in the other stages. Time to gel, I think, but too late probably, as it's going to be really, really fast to the descent here. And okay, just go ahead and sprint right now. We are not that great on sprint, but let's see if we can at least get third place. Nope, don't think so. Bernal wins. He's not a GC, if you remember. He lost 7 minutes. As we see other guys here, Vingegaard is going to lose almost a minute to us. And Pogacar, where the hell is Pogacar? He is here. He's going to lose almost 2 minutes, 1 minute 40, pretty much. Okay, so that's a pretty good stage for us. Yes, we didn't win the stage, but we won a lot of time to a lot of the favorites here. And other results, as you can see, Bernal won the stage, Van Aert Veld second place, Champions first. We were fourth with the Beast, and Simon Yates was also in that front group. Then a group of 4 riders lost 52 seconds: Daniel Martinez, Colleone, Vingegaard, Menkes, and then 1 minute 39 to Lutsenko, Pogacar, Schmidt, and Enric Mas in the GC. That means that Champoussin is now the Maglia Rosa, as Simon Yates is second, 14 seconds down, and Pogacar is now 39 seconds behind Champoussin. So that's a big turnaround there. Then Van Aert Veld, then Colleone, then Vingegaard, and then the Beast Morgado, 1 minute 36. So that was a big shift there in this stage. So everything can happen. As you saw, Pogacar lost a lot of time in the stage. We lost a lot of time in the Etna stage. So it kind of really depends on who has a +5 or not. I think that really changes. Pogacar mustn't have a really bad day on this day, as I saw him suffer there 2 or 3 Ks to the top of the climb. He lost a lot of time there. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We went to 7 stages in one episode. Not sure how many stages we'll go through the next one, but we'll try to keep the episodes around this size, around half an hour. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Like the video if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you like this kind of content and want to see more of it. And if you got anything I did wrong, please tell me. If you want to make a compliment to something I did as well, I'd like to hear that as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.